Hello viewers, welcome to the episode on spiritual and heritage destinations of South India. Southern India is famous for its temples which receives huge number of pilgrims from all over the country and abroad. Apart from temples, South Indian style of art and architecture mesmerizes everyone, and such temples, monuments and buildings acquire the fame as heritage destinations. For better understanding, this episode is divided into 5 parts. Spiritual destinations of Tirupati, Srisailam, Kanchipuram, Madurai, Srirangam. Spiritual destinations of Kumbakonam, Rameshwaram, Velankani. Spiritual destinations of Shravanabelagola, Udupi, Gokarna, Guruvayur, Thiruvananthapuram. Heritage destinations of Hampi, Belur, Halebeed, Vijayapura, Badami, Aihole, Pattadkal and Mysuru. Heritage destinations of Tanjavur, Mahabalipuram, Hyderabad, Chidambaram, Puducherry. Spiritual destinations of Tirupati, Srisailam, Kanchipuram, Madurai, Srirangam. Tirupati. Located on the foothills of Tirumalai in the Chittor district of Seemandhra, Tirupati is one of the most famous and sacred pilgrimage site in India. The deity Lord Venkateshwara, also known as Balaji, is believed to receive more number of worshippers throughout the year than any of the temples in India. The magnificent temple is also said to be one of the richest temples in India. Many kings and rulers were said to be the devotees of this holy temple. The temple is now under the administration of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam committee, which organizes various utsavas and celebrations in Tirupati. Srisailam. Srisailam is located in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh, is another ancient city of temples known for its religious, cultural and historical significance. Srisailam is dated back to 1st century AD to the period of Shatavahanas, who were the builders of First Empire in southern India, and temples of Lord Mallikarjuna is believed to be existed even before Shatavahanas. The Lord Mallikarjuna was also worshipped by many rulers of Shatavahanas, Pallavas, Chalukyas, Kakatiyas, Reddy kings, the emperors of Vijayanagar and Chhatrapati Shivaji. The speciality about the temple is that each and every person can go into the sanctum sanctorum of Mallikarjuna, touch the idol and perform Abhishekam and Archana himself. Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram is the home of goddess Kanchi Kamakshi Amman, one of the 51 Shakti Peethas across India. Located near the capital Chennai in Tamil Nadu, Kanchipuram is also known as Satyavrata Kshetra. Lord Shiva also resides in the temple, followed by another 8 Shakti goddess surrounding the temple. Kanchi Kailasanatha temple is said to be the oldest temple in Tamil Nadu. Apart from the Kamakshi Amman temple and Kailasanatha temple, pilgrims and tourists can also visit Ekambareshwara temple, Kanchi Kudal, Vedantangal bird sanctuary. Kanchipuram is also famous for its silk saris all over the country. Madurai. Madurai is famous for Meenakshi Amman temple, which is one of the huge temples in Tamil Nadu. Built by Pandyas, the history of the temple dates back to 6th century AD. The invasion of Malik Kapur in 1310 resulted in destruction of the ancient temple. However, a new temple was built by Hindu kings around 17th century, has wonderful architecture. Visitors to Madurai can also pay a visit to Murugan temple, Gandhi Museum, Samanar Hills, Kudal Asgar Temple and Pazamudir Solai Temple. Srirangam. Srirangam is an island situated in the district of Trichy of Tamil Nadu. Situated between the rivers of Kaveri and Kollidam in the form of an island, Srirangam is another important pilgrimage place for Hindus. The temple of Sri Ranganatha, which is one of the 108 Vaishnava temples in India, has spiritual, historic and cultural significance. It is said that the temple dates back to the Aboriginal Indians and the region was known as Coromandel Coast, which had the trading with China and Europe. The Rajagopuram is 236 feet high and it is said that the coastline of Sri Lanka can be seen from the top of Rajagopuram. Spiritual destinations of Kumbakonam, Rameshwaram, Velankani. Kumbakonam. Kumbakonam, or the town of the celestial pot, is a famous pilgrim center in Tamil Nadu. This temple town is perhaps the most special destination in the Kaveri Delta. Kumbakonam is a beautiful temple town situated between the tranquil waters of river Kaveri and Arasalar. It has got enormous religious significance for Hindus and is a place of reverence. The temple structures are filled with wonderful art and architectural excellence. It is said that there are 188 temples within the town of Kumbakonam. Some of the important temples are the Kumbeshwar Temple, Sarangapani Temple and Ramaswamy Temple. Mahamaham festival celebrated every year in which people from across the country attend. Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram is a revered pilgrim center in the Ranganathapuram district of Tamil Nadu. Rameshwaram is one among the Char Dham and houses one of the 12 Jyotirlingas and is located on the Rameshwaram or Punban Island, which is on the tip of Indian peninsula. It is believed that the temple of Ramanatha Swami is built by Lord Rama. The temple was developed during 12th century AD to be as a colossal and magnificent temple complex. The temple corridors are 1220 meters in length, making them one of the longest temple corridors in the country ever built. Tourists can also visit nearby attractions like Ramanathapuram, Tirupulani, Uttirakosamangai, Ramasetu, etc. and shop beautiful items made from seashells, beads, palm leaves near the temple. Velankani. Velankani is a religious hub for the Catholics in India. Situated in the state of Tamil Nadu, Velankani served as a major port for the local to trade with Greeks and Romans. Velankani Cathedral was constructed during 16th century in Gothic design and houses the Our Lady of Good Health, which is devoted to the Mother of Jesus Christ, Virgin Mary. Spiritual destinations of Shravanabelagola, Udupi, Gokarna, Guruvayur, Thiruvananthapuram. Shravanabelagola. Shravanabelagola is a famous Jain pilgrimage place about 51 kilometers from the district of Hassan and 100 kilometers from Mysuru, Karnataka. Shravanabelagola is popular for religious as well as natural attractions. Situated on the hill is the monolith of Lord Bahubali, which is 17.38 meters high, is the biggest monolithic sculpture in Asia. The hills have a number of Jain basadis, which are the biggest numbers in the world. Shravanabelagola is also known for Mahamastakabhisheka, which takes place once every 12 years. During the Mahamastakabhisheka, the statue of Bahubali is showered with various milk, colored waters, which is an eye-catching event in the town. Udupi. Udupi is a notable pilgrimage place situated in Udupi district of Karnataka. Udupi means the land of the Lord of Stars is famous for Sri Krishna temple and mutt. The Krishna mutt was founded by Sri Madhvacharya in 13th century. In the 16th century, Kanakadasa, a dedicated believer of Lord Krishna, came to Udupi, but he was not allowed to enter the temple. With his devotional praise, the Lord turned to face the window, and this window came to be known as Kanakanakindi. Though all temples in India have the idols facing the entrance, the idol of Udupi temple faces towards a window in the back. Udupi is also famous for Paryaya festival held once every 2 years, Krishna Janmashtami, Rathotsava, etc. Tourists can also visit Malpe beach and St. Mary's Island. Gokarna. Gokarna is situated on the western coast of state of Karnataka. It is a small town and a pilgrimage site with about 1500-year-old Sri Mahabaleshwara temple. It is believed that Lord Shiva has emerged from the ear of a cow, giving the meaning Gokarna. Lord Mahabaleshwara's idol is in standing position. Apart from the beautiful temple, Gokarna is also famous for its secluded beaches. The Om beach is an important beach which attracts the tourists with the promise of peace and calmness. Guruvayur. Guruvayur is a famous pilgrimage destination in the state of Kerala. Derived from the names of 3 deities, Guru, Vayu and Ur, Guruvayur is famous for the Sri Krishna temple, which is believed to be one of the 108 most sacred temples in India dedicated to Lord Vishnu. The temple is also famous for the oil lamps which are lit around the temple, and also Krishnatam, which is the tales of life of Krishna enacted with dance performances, which is unique for this temple. Thiruvananthapuram. Thiruvananthapuram is another important pilgrimage place located in the state of Kerala. Known as Trivandrum, Thiruvananthapuram is the capital of Kerala, is famous for Lord Ananta Padmanabha temple. The deity Padmanabha Swami is reliant under the hood of Ananta, the great serpent god, and the temple is known as another one of the richest temple in South India apart from Tirupati. Thiruvananthapuram was the capital of the rulers of Travancore, also has historical significance. Tourists also visit Kovalam beach, and the number of museums and art galleries dedicated to Raja Ravivarma in the city. The festival of Onam can be experienced by the tourists spread through the months of August and September for 10 days in total. Heritage destinations of Hampi, Belur, Halebeedu, Bijapur, Badami, Aihole, Pattadkal and Mysuru. Hampi. Hampi is located in the district of Bellary in state of Karnataka. Hampi, also known as Halu Hampi, was one of the historic capital of the Vijayanagar Empire in the 14th century, lies on the banks of Tungabhadra river. It is a very important historic place in southern India and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with over 500 monuments spread across acres. Hampi is surrounded by rocky mountains and mammoth boulders seemingly precariously balanced on each other. Hampi houses many palaces, temples and forts, and it is said that during the rule of Vijayanagar Empire, diamonds were sold on the streets in cup measures. Hampi is also famous for its Hampi Utsav that takes place in the first week of November, which is a cultural exhibition of music and dance, and the monuments are lit, which also adds to the attraction. Belur and Halebeedu. Often called together, Belur and Halebeedu are twin towns located in the district of Hassan in the state of Karnataka. Built around 12th century by Hoysalas, Belur was the first capital of the Hoysala Empire. During the ruler Vishnuvardhana, the capital was shifted to Halebeedu, was earlier called Dwarasamudra. Both the towns houses a number of temples and much of the temples are carved on chloritic schist. The Channakeshava temple is a place of worship for Hindus and the temple complex is full of beautiful art and architecture and also dancing dasis. Halebeedu is situated at 35 kilometers from Belur, also houses a temple of Lord Shiva. The vehicle of Lord Shiva, Nandi, is placed in front of the temple which is more artistic. Apart from Hindu temple, there are Jain basadis near Halebeedu which the tourists can also visit. Other places nearby are Yagachi Dam, Shravanabelagola and Archaeological Museum. Vijayapura. Vijayapura, located in the state of Karnataka, is famous for its grand historical monuments which have interesting tales to tell about that period. Vijayapura was under the rule of Adil Shahi kings for about 2 centuries from 15th century and Yusuf Adil Shahi was the first ruler and during this period many historical monuments were built which attracts the tourists from all over. The city of Vijayapura is home to several world famous attractions like Gol Gumbaz, which is a building with famous circular dome which can be seen from a distance even before entering into the city, Ibrahim Roza, Jama Masjid and Malik-e Maidan and Barah Kaman. Badami, Aihole and Pattadkal. Badami, Aihole and Pattadakal are some of the main heritage attractions in North Karnataka. Pattadkal is another UNESCO World Heritage Site apart from Hampi. The 3 sites were under the rule of Chalukyas and almost 3/4 of the India was ruled by Pulakeshi II of Chalukyas. Some experts believe that the temple architecture in India began from these places. It is believed that the initial temples have been constructed in Aihole which still are in decent shape. Pattadakal is situated about 14 kilometers from Aihole which has amazing temples which have evolved with beautiful designs and architecture. The name Pattadakal means the rock on which the prince was sworn in as a king or ruler. The site is located on the banks of the river Malaprabha which houses many temples dedicated to Lord Shiva. Badami is another interesting historical site located about 23 kilometers from Pattadakal. Earlier known as Vatapi, Badami houses 4 important rock-cut caves from the temples dedicated to Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva and last one dedicated to Jain Guru. These temples have magnificent art and design which tell the stories of lords. But these temples have lost their holiness since the temples doesn't have the idol of worship. There is a fort constructed above the mountain during the rule of Tippu Sultan. Mysuru. Mysuru, earlier known as Mysore, is located in the southern part of the state of Karnataka. The city itself has historical significance and tourists can find themselves in a city of grand palaces, tree-lined avenues, beautiful gardens and sacred temples. The city is also called as Heritage City with the splendid Amba Vilasa known as Mysore Palace, Jagan Mohana Palace and Museum and a host of other palaces welcomes the tourists all over the world with their superb architecture which showcases the culture, tradition and a way of life of the Rajas. Mysuru is also world famous for Mysuru Dasara, Mysuru silk saris, sandalwood and sandalwood crafts, sandalwood sticks, jasmine handlooms and handicrafts, stone artifacts and beautiful souvenirs. Mysore is also known as Yoga Hub and thousands of people come from all over the world to learn yoga in Mysuru. There are other places to visit in Mysuru: the Brindavan Gardens, Chamundi Hills, St. Philomena's Church, Mysore Zoo, Avaduta Dattapeetham, Jayalakshmi Vilas Museum, Karanji Lake, Lalit Mahal Palace Hotel, and many museums. Heritage destinations of Tanjavur, Mahabalipuram, Hyderabad, Chidambaram, Puducherry. Tanjavur. Tanjavur is located in the southern state of Tamil Nadu. Tanjavur is an ancient city located on the banks of the river Kaveri, is rich in cultural and historical heritage. Tanjavur was ruled by the Chola Empire, who immensely admired the fine arts and music that formed the very basis of South India. This Brihadeshwara temple is an UNESCO World Heritage Site built in the 11th century AD. There are a number of other ancient temples and forts in the city too. The city is recognized worldwide for its antiques and meticulous handicrafts. Tanjore is also the birthplace of Carnatic music and Bharatanatyam. Mahabalipuram. Mahabalipuram is situated about 56 kilometers from the capital city of Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Mahabalipuram is famous for some of the oldest carvings on granite, is an archaeologist's delight. This city boasts a large collection of ornate stone carvings made on uncut rocks, which lay scattered in the complex and make it seem like an open museum. Destroyed to a large degree by soil and wind erosion, the magnificent seashore temple has been recognized by UNESCO for revival and restoration. Mahabalipuram is also a great destination for a lazy beach holiday, and tourists can savor delicious seafood. There are many shops for buying artistic souvenirs, and tourists can also see how the carvings work are done on the granites in these shops. Chidambaram. Chidambaram is an important pilgrimage as well as a heritage destination located in the state of Tamil Nadu. Chidambaram is famous for large Nataraja temple complex dedicated to Lord Shiva as the divine dancer. The temple complex is spread over 40 acres. The 1,000-pillared hall is another architectural marvel. Tourists who visit Chidambaram can also see Pichavaram, which has a huge mangrove forest, and a range of sports activities like canoeing, rowing and parasailing can be done in Chidambaram. Hyderabad. Hyderabad, also known as City of Pearls, is located in the state of Telangana. The city is an example of structural masterpieces and rich cultural heritage. The city has an history of over 400 years and witnessed rise and fall of many kingdoms. Charminar is the icon of the city, built by Quli Qutub Shah. Other important tourist attractions are the Golconda Fort, situated on the western outskirts of Hyderabad city. It is said that the famous Kohinoor diamond originally belonged to Golconda. Hussain Sagar Lake, which houses a huge statue of Buddha, is on an island in the lake, is accessible by boat. Birla Mandir, Lumbini Garden, Ramoji Film City and a host of museums can be witnessed in Hyderabad. Puducherry. Puducherry, earlier known as Pondicherry, was the oldest French colony in the east coast of India, located near the state of Tamil Nadu. In 1674, a French governor by name Francois Marin transformed this small fishing village into a port town. It is a union territory of India, and even to this day many speak French and the roads are named in French language. Puducherry is famous for internationally famous Sri Aurobindo Ashram, Nehru Junction, Lal Bahadur Shastri Street for shopping, Mahatma Gandhi Road and Mission Street and Cathedral Street worth tourist visit. To sum up, southern India is home to some of the important Hindu pilgrimage places like Tirupati, Kanchipuram, Rameshwaram, Udupi, Velankani, Guruvayur, Thiruvananthapuram, etc. And also there are various heritage sites like Hampi, Badami, Aihole, Pattadakal, Mysuru, Mahabalipuram, Chidambaram, Tanjavur and other important places which are known for their uniqueness in art and architecture. Thank you.